What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Diddy. It seems like Diddy is not going down without a fight, and he is doing Diddy and being Diddy. Cause it seems like Diddy definitely is throwing some punches and he is swinging. According to Radar Online, Diddy is asking a judge to force one of the women suing him for alleged you know what to reveal herself to the public, despite the woman wanting to remain anonymous. As y'all know, last year a woman under Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against Diddy and two other men for alleged you know what her in 2003 when she was only in 11th grade. This was the third lawsuit filed against Diddy in just a month span after he settled with Cassie. Is asking for unspecified damages, and she made it clear in her lawsuit that she wanted to remain anonymous. Cassie got over $30 million for her pain and her suffering, and she will never have to work again if she don't want to. She can just live in peace and retire and do what it do with her kids and her husband. Anything that she ever wanted and desired, she got it. And then on top of that, she didn't have to go to court and testify, get on the stand, or anything of that nature. And she's riding off into the, sun, into the rainbows, into where, the floodgates are open. When it rains, it pours, and everybody is going to collect a coin, a nickel, a dime, a penny, and some $100,000 and some millions out here in these streets. But it seems at this point, Diddy wants this woman to be revealed, be identity through her counsel. And also in his motion with the court that he filed for the woman to reveal her identity, he did not reveal her identity in his motion, but he does know who she is. And Diddy mentioned that the accuser has a public facing identity that could be potentially demeaning from the content, meaning that a third party could potentially figure out who the woman is based on the details Diddy provided in his motion. So it's a whole lot going on. But the things that we have learned and heard about Diddy, like, Lord have mercy, he already know who she is. So he wants the public to know who she is. So basically, she gonna have to face like a public lashing and people, trying to, scrutinize her life. But at the same time, he's saying, you're accusing me publicly, you need to be publicly shown. So we shall see how this is going to pan out, because if the judge allows this woman to remain anonymous in her lawsuit where it's not publicly out there, that could potentially mean more lawsuits will be coming in like crazy. They will be coming in each and every way possible, and it'll just be a whole lot going on. And with Diddy losing a lot of his sponsorship, and his business partners are promoting liquor are gone, and he's no longer a part of them businesses because they are doomed if he is at this point. So this could be a way to really break his pockets, because now if you got 4, what about 20, what about 30, especially if they can remain anonymous to the public and they don't have to face a public lashing or scrutiny, So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Yes, this is crazy. And also, Jane Doe's attorney, she dropped, a statement or a post. Basically, Jane Doe attorney states it is disgraceful that Combs and Pierre would seek to publicly expose the identity of a woman who alleged they raped her when she was a 17-year-old high school student. It is clear that Combs, Pierre, only defense to these allegations will be to shame our client, cause her to have unwanted public attention about a horrific event in her youth, and will discourage her from pursuing justice. This is exactly why courts allow plaintiffs like Miss Doe to remain anonymous. And the attorney states they will fight to protect their clients' privacy and interests of their clients. So it's a whole lot going on in this situation where the attorney is out here giving out public statements and basically, letting the public know what is going on, because it's almost seeming like it's alleged in Diddy's motion that he filed to have the Jane Doe to identify who she is publicly in the court records, in the court documents, which will make her identity be known publicly. But it seems like they're stating in his motion that he left clues and breadcrumbs that a third party or somebody familiar with details and certain things can easily figure out who the plaintiff is, aka Jane Doe. Okay, so there's a whole lot going on in this situation, and if the judge allows Jane Doe to remain Jane Doe and anonymous, that means the floodgate is really going to open, and you're going to have multiple lawsuits, especially if you don't have to publicly identify yourself. People, trying to search you, find you out, your job knowing, or your professional, your career, your partner, or, the people at the grocery store, the supermarket, the bank, the flight attendant, the pilot, who knows, you know what I mean? Everybody knows when they see you, they're going to come up to ask you questions, people going to, go through your life with a fine tooth comb on everything, and also your family. So, and then on top of that, when you are going against someone that's very, well established as far as a billionaire or a multi-millionaire with influence and power, it's like a green light is on you. So everywhere you go, when people are looking at you, you're probably going to think that, did somebody come for this reason or that reason, or they smiling at me, looking at me for that reason, because everybody knows who I am. And then on top of that, if they actually win the lawsuit and get the money, everybody's coming through. It is going to be a stimulus check, and people are probably going to say, reading or hearing Cassie's court documents, they feel like they are part of it and they feel traumatized, so they need some reparations as well. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation.